What's up, y'all? So today, I'm just going to propagate into the realm, as always. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, let's just talk. Honestly, I really don't want to talk about the order or any of that stuff today. Let's talk about each other. How are you feeling? For starters.
You know, everyone has lots of ways of feeling. And all those ways of feeling are fine. It's what we do with our feelings that matter in this life. I trust that you're growing in ways that will help you with whatever feelings you may have when you're a child and when you're a grown-up. I hope you're able to grow to respect whoever you are inside.
Are you living by the confines of the matrix that we find ourselves in? Are you shaky about it? Are you on top of it? How is it making you feel? Ultimately, from what I see, when it comes to people who still are affected by the 3D, by the matrix. Oh God, I need money. Money. At any means, at any cost, money! I must say that is something that you can go about and get easily. Oh yeah? What are you doing? How are you making it? Valid question, valid point. I work.
Curses, did it wrong again.
You idiot! Resume forms do not grow on trees, you know.
Might I suggest you put a little more thought into your spending?
Give me a break. I put thought in spending. Summer's around the corner, so we need a fridge.
I just think paying in installments would have been a better choice than buying them all at once.
Well, I hate loans, so...
Don't so me, sire.
Installment plans come with interest and fees. And I ain't gonna pay for something I can't touch with my own two hands.
Impeccably worded, sire. How are we supposed to make it to payday on milk, jelly, and... Oh, wait, we have cucumbers, too?
I see your point. But calm down. It's not like we don't have any money left.
You propose we eat burgers and fries 3 times a day until you get paid? What is this, supersize me? You plan to eat a high-calorie, high-cholesterol diet at such a young age? I'm looking forward to the next 10 years, but now I'll have to hope you don't die prematurely of a lifestyle-related illness before...
Stop freaking out! I gotta go to work!
Wait, sire!
Lecture me later!
That's not it! You forgot your umbrella!
Let's roll, Dullahan!
Yeah!
This week is key. Soon we will know who had the highest featured item sales in our district. Yes, these little continuous efforts are necessary for my eventual comeback as Lord of Demons. Let me get your change.
Work. Ugh. You say you're a god? No, I never said that. You say you're a immortal deity? Well, yeah, I do say that. Immortal deities don't work. Are you certain? How do you know? Have you ever met one? I met celebrities. They work. You think that they're making as much money as what is propagated to you about their net worth? They are not. They are under contract. They do a job. And sometimes it's a difficult one, but they have to make it look good because it's a revolving door. They need more bodies. They need more people to feed into it. Get to work! I've been working 14 hours a day on this set. Get to work! Okay. You don't know what someone goes through until you actually are in their shoes.
For me, it was just tumultuous. I had to cry and hyperventilate and carry a little boy and run for most of the time we shot. And that was about a year, a little over a year. The stress of the role was so great. From May until October, I was really in and out of ill health.
I mean, he was a completely different director with Shelley.
We're killing ourselves out here, and you've got to be ready.
I am too. I'm standing
So we
right
play
by
mood
the
music?
door. You always dislike whatever the cause is of pain. So I resented Stanley at times because he pushed me, and it hurt. I thought, why do you want to do this to me? How can you do this to me?
I don't think that's true. I think you have some very definite ideas, and I'd like to know what they are. Have you ever thought about my responsibilities?
Oh, Dick, what are you talking about?
Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities to my employers? That the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me, and that I have signed a letter of agreement, a contract, in which I have accepted that responsibility? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Stay away from me. I'm very confused. I just need a chance to think things over.
What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Stay away from me. Please.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy.
Stay away.
Darling, light of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Stay away from me. Stay away. Please.
Give me the bag.
Please. Stay away.
Give me the bag.
Stop it.
Give me the bag. Ah, God damn!
You don't know. You have no idea. So me working all that stuff, I'm playing a role. If I wanted to level set, if I wanted to be at the top of this system, which I already find myself at the top of this system, but if I wanted to visually be seen, do you know how much could be said to actually like level set? You know how much could be said to really just get to the top? You can cut all lines and all that stuff. It just, once you get to a specific point, you realize what your potential is, and nobody can stop that. Nobody can curb that. Only you can. But yeah, you control all of this stuff. So why are you doing it? I'm trying to gain insight about the person I once was, comparing that programming to the current programming operating system that I am utilizing right now. So yeah, you can't judge and you can't say, well, if you're the person that you claim to be, the entity that you claim to be, prove it. I already have. We need to see fantastical sights. They're already in the works. If you don't actually have the discernment or the capacity to open up your eyes to see those things, you're never going to see them. So come on. But yeah, at this moment, it's getting to a point where you can't ignore where we are. So the materialism, all that stuff, is starting to seem very frivolous. It's actually pretty disgusting. But, you know, it's not going to last much longer. And for those who are dependent on it, figure something out, okay? You gotta realize that it's all on you. If you want the government to take care of you, you want someone else to take care of you, they never will. They never have. And it's an illusion because you think you're being taken care of, but what are you putting into the system for them to actually take care of you? What are you offering up? Is it a body? Is it your energy? Is it your time? What is it? Your family? What is it? So, you're living in a bubble. And what do bubbles do? Get with it. And I'm not saying that for you to really just, get with it. I'm just saying you really need to realize where you are, wake up to certain things, aspects, visuals, perceptions, and realize that, things are not as they appear. I didn't know. So the one thing that really kind of sticks out to me, though, about everything that's taking place is that wording is everything in this society. Wording means a lot. And for me, like I was going to say, getting to a certain point and realizing that everything was a lie, everything that you've been programmed is just nonsensical, it gets to you. It can make you depressed. And so I thought about it and I was like, maybe I should say I'm depressed. But seeing that wording for this society is everything, you can't say that kind of word. Because technically, if I had said it, I would have had to backtrack and tell you of what I'm about to say. I'm not actually depressed. It's really a figure of speech. It's more so, I hate the fact that you realize that you were underneath this spell, underneath this lie that we've been given. And it's not a good one at that. None of the lies that we've been given are good ones.
Oh my God! Oh my God! The whole time you would... The whole time! I have to go. We have to leave now. I have to leave. We have to leave now. I have to go. We're going.
So one can easily see through them. So that's just frustrating. And again, this is figuratively, not emotionally. Because you can't bring emotions into this. You have to be on balance. Because you have emotions, because they're chemical responses that these vessels create, but you have to look past that. You control all that stuff at that point. So it's not really depressive. Oh, God. It's just more like it's a figure of speech. But you can't say it's a figure of speech because of how our society has put this whole stigma around specific words. So now I'm not depressed. I'm not going through a dark night of the soul. I've already done all that. Not Michael. Michael's not here. So you just have to figure out who you are on the inside, figure out what you bring to the table, realize that you are a part of something greater than yourself, and go with it. I can't though. I'm the best artist in the world, but I just think my art is crap. No one's gonna like it.
Do you know Vincent van Gogh?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Good painter though, eh?
I can't hang that up on my walls. It'll scare the customers half to death.
I'll pay if you like. Well, if you like, I'll pay for the drink. Or I'll pay for the painting and you can use the money to pay for the drink.
No one ever buys any of my paintings or they would be laughed out of town.
One of my favorite paintings that I've ever seen.
I know it's terrible. It's the best I could do.
Got something I'd like to show you.
Where are we?
Paris, 2010 AD. Where do you think Van Gogh rates in the history of art?
Well, to me, Van Gogh is the finest painter of them all. He transformed the pain of his tormented life into ecstatic beauty. No one had ever done it before. Perhaps no one ever will again.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Just go out there and propagate it. Just once. See what happens. Go with it, okay? I don't want to, the failure of it all, just go with it. Go with it. Propagate it once. See what happens. Consequences be darned. Be damned. You have to use a specific word. Darn, damned. Curse words? Oh, damned is not as much of a curse word than other words or phrases. But, I see where you're going. Who are you talking to? You. and the people who actually watch this video, who are part of the order and apparatus, who, well, that's the boss, so I gotta watch. Let's see what he's gonna say. Let's see what kind of damage control we can put in place. God! And yes, I do think highly of myself in that fashion. But why? Because I have eyes and ears, senses, discernment. I realize what's taking place. I listen to almost everything. We're watchers. So I know when things are taking place. I've propagated, put codes out there. Plus, I'm a system administrator, so I'm sensitive to the etherical field, and I know when something's taking place. So yeah. Once you get to a point where you oscillate at a specific frequency, you will pick up on a lot of stuff.
What have you done to me?
My parents taught me to hone my senses, Zod. Focus. Without your helmet, you're getting everything. And it hurts. Doesn't it?
I'm gonna tell you one thing before I bring this to a close, because this is a filler episode. You make a lot of fillers. Just go with it, okay? Stop. Let me finish. So, I was asleep. It was either after 2 or 3. And I'd have to go back to actually find out the time because I took pictures of it. But I woke up out of my sleep and my right hand was trembling. It was shaking. And the first words out of my mouth, is that an earthquake? Those were words. Is that an earthquake? And at that moment, at that point in time, in my journey, I was watching live seismographs and I was trying to gain more insight and knowledge about the world, about the esoteric world, the realm itself. I was doing a lot more research at that point than I do today, because now it's just second nature, just comes to me. But back then, I was trying to learn. I was trying to understand what messages were being thrown at me, so to speak. But yeah, I woke up. Is that an earthquake? Got on YouTube and went to the pages that do the live seismographs. And sure enough, an earthquake. That 8-pointer. Alaska. Craziest thing. And that's one of the things, one of the many things, signs that I've gotten on my journey to realize that, okay, well, there's way more to this, and this, the normalcy of life is not normal. So yeah, you will get to a point where the normalcy of life, it just isn't normal. And once you get to that point, you can either go with that matrixy bubble that we have, the illusion that we popped up, and continue to go with it to either understand it or just try to run from it. And when I say run from it, I mean running from the knowledge that you're gaining, which you can't outrun it. So, but good attempt. So yeah, where are we? People just have to get to a point where they realize what is. It's time, right? It's time. Yeah? Yeah? So how are you feeling? If you're still shaky, it's gonna be okay. Why are you sighing? Why do you do all those things? Everything happens for a reason. Everything's coded. Not everything. Sometimes we're just, it's not really coded. I just don't really care. If you want the confidence, all that stuff, you can do that. Shoulders, the voice, the tone. We are about to lead. You see that stuff? That's why they do that. We are about to lead.
You hear me, Mr. President. I demand that you do something about Gogh. And I demand that you make an apology to the general. And we're not leaving Atlanta.
Like a little clicker. But yeah. It's time to get with it. Because their matrix, it's trying to get as much energy as it can for those who are at the top of it. The perceived top of that pyramid that they've created. But, you know, they fall within a larger pyramid. Some people can see it, some can't, depending on their level, degree, but, you know, that's just the way it is. So, with that being said, this filler episode has gotten a little bit longer than I would like. Now, with that, live life, discern, and get to a point of knowing. With a smile on and positive vibes your way. For the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.